Yeah, so that looks cool. You know, I'm looking at this little like alien face thing, long time. You gotta draw the eyes big, right, on the villains. They look more, whatever. Walt Disney, whatever. The gray aliens have big eyes. You know, it's the rock lobster. Kind of looks like a neon grasshopper face in the Five Man Electro Band Science album. It kind of looks like the Predator face. If that's an infinite nod, it could like be like the, you know, when he opens up his face to say shit. Just don't. Like, you know what I mean? There's your alien guy, okay? So like, yeah, you're gonna have to come to grips with, you know, knowing that this whiteboard is considered God. Just because it is a whiteboard. Which it is. Nothing more. If I were to eat that can, everything would just go dry. Like, wow, what do I say? I don't know anymore. And oh yeah, like, a whole bunch of music that, come on, like Rock Lobster is retarded. B-52s. Okay, what other songs do we got here? Oh, like lots. I'm trying to think right now. Like a Rolling Stone. The Stoned Roses. If I move, does it go away? No, it doesn't go away. It looks even eviler. No, it's like the light side. Oh yeah, the Hey Rosetta. Like, it looks like a shirt, right? Looks like a collar for a shirt and the buttons and stuff. And they're all pressed. But it looks like, you remember that Hey Rosetta song? Bandages. Like, there's little bandages, little 1x2s, 1x3s. Like right here, the 1x3 here. And here, those look like bandages. You know, put on your finger. But like, when he's walking, they're doing that scene in that cafeteria or whatever, and there's a wall, you know, and it's making like, oh, that was wild. Whole bunch of things in that video from Hey Rosetta were pretty like obviously synchronistic with this stuff. But you know, like that could be all like they could not even like they probably don't know. I'd like to think that they don't know. Like, you know how much creation code I like, you know, and Dummy from Portishead? Yeah. And Dummy from Portishead? There's so much. Glory Box? Roads? Like, yeah. It's like a Transformer or something. Or if it's a Decepticon. Whatever that version of Transformers where there were animals and insects and stuff. Like Beast Wars. Yeah, that's what we're living in. Like, yeah, it was in the gematria or something, but like we're just humans in a beast consciousness. Yeah, thinking everything and everyone else is God, I think, is a little bit better than beast consciousness. Beast. The beast is the 7. That's the moon, the last luminary created, right here. The 7. So we can see that at least. And the 6. The 6 is the sun. 76. The sun and the moon is the 76 in the fucking middle of the board. Do you realize that, right? You know? The duality of the 7 and 6. In a bike chain. In a bike chain. 7-6. Where the earth chose. I don't know. Sure. Like, let's not all get excited about this at all. You know, possibility of clean energy for like the world. Potentially wireless. I don't know if I make it right. I gotta imagine that there's probably like a lot of ways to mess up making a cellular energy device. So like, you know, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. You know? Because of like your V77 or your egg. You know, the egg that shows up below Armageddon, which is one of 4 or 5 or 6 of 0. You know, like the label on the shirt, or the name of the registered corporation puts its label. Somebody knows. Either I'm being lied to. No, I don't think they know. Maybe. somebody knows. Or nobody knows. People are just awesome, because I think people are awesome, so they just naturally create code in 1 of 107 of 13 of 110 of 2143 fashion. When you attain maximum level of awesomeness, it just comes naturally. And maybe it's just like a, like you don't know you're doing it, subconscious. You're creating numbers with everything you do. Okay? Everything's just bending light. And right now, the light's not really working in my favor with its bending properties. Or it is. Because it's just a whiteboard. That a bunch of marker bits are on. Kind of looks like a God particle. Yeah, go read the BBC News or CBC News about what the God particle is. Yeah, and they'll tell you a different story. About bosons, the Higgs boson, because you're a bozo. You actually think, well, anyway. I don't think they have it right. Whatever they're doing something. But like, oh, we don't need that. Whatever they're doing. It's like, it's a little complicated, you know? I'm talking about making a device which is like, you know, I want to like, yeah, like 400, yeah. Meter cube, a little bit bigger maybe. It's 480 millimeters, but like, because nape at the end. But then again, I didn't account for the other wheels, so I don't know how much space I'm going to give between all the different sets of wheels on the axle, because I don't have Constructs to make one. And maybe I'll make a thing on my Patreon for donating for Constructs, so I can eBay and get more Constructs and make my Constructs model bigger. I'm going to try to say Constructs some more. Constructs. The con of structs. Well, you know, I'm not gonna be buying thousands of magnets and all these like wound solenoids and stuff. I'd better as shit be able to model it in like very cheap 80s children's toys before and like have a bunch of people look at the scaled version of the unit to the best of my capabilities based on constructs. It seems wise. Why not like throw in a couple $100 to buy some constructs? Make the model bigger, and I can do all the wheels. I have all the wheels working and everything. And figure out how to get a dodecahedron and an icosahedron instead of that. Maybe use some like files and stuff and do the 2 rings for the eyes, in heaven, and all that stuff, you know? Get as close to the perfect as I can with constructs, which are cheap. Yeah, 3D printer would be awesome. I was thinking about that today. Just having a 3D printer and knowing how to use it. It'd be cool. Kid stuff, man. It'd be like, you know, think of anything. Say something. Dinosaur. You can like mold up a dinosaur. You know, jute, print. And your little collection of little knickknacks. So like if you're gonna be playing with 3D printers, I figured like, I was thinking about that. If I were to have access to a 3D printer, what would I do? Printing out geometrical shapes is fun and all. Trying to fit bearings in there and plates and magnets and all that. Metal. And having enough room for wires to come in. Oh yeah, and also being able to hold liquid while the axles are turning. You know, it's kind of like there's a lot of ways to mess this up, I think. So I need like a guy that does the computer stuffs that can do that, because it'd be more efficient, I guess. But you know, imagine I'm right. Imagine I'm right. So I think the wheels gives the ring magnets, okay? So the wheels are 2 different sizes of ring magnets, okay? So if it's not a wheel and a face or a wheel and a vertice. And the inside of the ring magnet, like the space, the hole that's gone, the white hole that's not there, is like the bar magnet at the end of the axle
in heaven, and all of the 160 magnets divided into 5 groups of 32 would all have that size of just bar hockey puck magnet. The wheels would have all the 2 different sizes of ring magnets, and then the Borg cube that you construct around the whole assembly at the end, and wire and have like coiled tungsten springs between them. It's like magnets and insulator, and all that shit. Those would be cubes. 6 faces, so you can go off in 6 directions with coils, because coils will be, you can get like just steel and then coat it in tungsten, I think, because that's what I think hot water tanks do. And then, because you want to get hot fast, you want energy fast, so you coat it in tungsten and it gets hot fast. So you want energy to travel. I know you want a 3 volts from all those little combos, but you have a lot of them. So then you can play with it. And you're creating like 3-phase power. So I think that the polarity of the ring magnets on the wheels and the bar magnets in heaven and at the end of the axle, the polarity of those magnets matters. And again, you want to create hell on earth, because we're ready to live in a world of hell. Okay, this is it. There's nothing else. This is it. And I think that if you can sprout plants from seeds and use magnets, and neodymium magnets on one polarity will be advantageous towards their growth, mineral content, non-nutrients in the roots. Whereas the other way, they'll still grow, but they'll be rancid. You don't want that. So I think you want to have the rancid field go towards us and create heaven on earth, on our dirt, the earth, in the form of having the good juju go into the center of a white hole, not a black hole. So the cellular energy device has a white hole. If you think polarity, the good polarity, whatever one it is, I don't know if it's north or south. Like, why would I care? Am I building it right now? No. Details. But the polarity, there's configuration. There's like, you got your faces, you got your vertices, you got your magnet at the end of the axle, and you have your magnet stationary in the rings of heaven. So there's 4 places to fuck up, is how I see it. And learn from your mistakes. But I think that you create heaven on earth by creating a cellular energy device to have a white hole instead of a black hole. You want to send the mind blast wave of containing a white hole outwards towards us. So you want to send the negative shit towards us, I think. Because we're already living in a world of duality. Like Revelation 16 talks about, like, the end of everything, like, the waters are like blood and stuff, and people are like in so much pain, and they still blaspheme. So it just makes me think that it's backwards. So, like, in my mind, would I take the good side of the magnet and go towards us? Why? Why take a positive and send out a negative? No matter what you do to that negative, it's going to remain negative unless you send a double negative to it. That's the reasoning. 2 negatives make a plus, guy. You want to create heaven on earth for us, you send the negative side of the battery at us, I think. 2 negatives make a plus. It's pretty fucking simple. You do a lot with 2 lines, guy. So, I guess that's that. I don't know. I don't have much to do, and this is what I do. So, right.